welcome back to another video on the Fluval Evo reef tank. Today's video is going to be on my weekly maintenance routine on this tank, but first I want to quickly apologise for not putting a video out for the last couple of weeks. There's not much really gone on with the tank, and the last few days we have been without Wi-Fi, so it's been a bit of a struggle to upload a video. So the day before I actually do my water change, I mix my salt. At the moment I am using Instant Ocean standard mix. But as of next week, I'm actually swapping over to red sea salt, as I'm not a massive fan of the parameters that Instant Ocean sits at. I fill a 10 litre bucket with fresh RODI water, add in my mixing pump, and then add in the required amount of salt. I always go a little bit over with Instant Ocean, as it always tends to read a little bit below 1.25. I let this mix like this overnight, and later on we'll add my heater to get it up to temperature. Once the water's mixed, I take a salinity reading with my refractometer. This is to make sure the water is the right salinity. This way, if it reads too low or too high, I then have time to correct it before doing a water change. This time it was right first go and reads at 1.025, exactly where it should be. I like to check my parameters the day before water change too. This gives me an idea of how much my tank's consuming on a weekly basis. I use a mix between Sallow-Foot and Red Sea test kits, though I do hope to get my hands on some hand checkers soon. So today I'm going to be testing for alkalinity, calcium, pH, magnesium, phosphate, nitrate, nitrite and ammonia. Don't worry too much because I will speed it up for you guys. Make sure everything I'm using is clean and follow the instructions for each test. So here's the results from this week's test. As you can see, my magnesium and calcium is a little bit low, as well as my alkalinity could be up a little bit higher. I like to log all my results on an app, that way I can go back through it and track it week by week. A couple of hours before doing my water change, I scrub off all the algae with my magnet scrubber. I then put my pumps on full blast for a few minutes. This way it just gets any settled debris and stuff off the sandbed and off the rock and into the water column, which then goes down to the filter section. I then turn everything on the tank off. This way just stops any accidents from happening, like the heater burning out or the return pumps from running dry. I also create a little marker on the display tank just to tell me where my water level was before the water change, and then I start a siphon. I then just take out the required amount of water, and I do try to get the siphon into the sandbed a little bit as well to get that turned over. I then change out the filter floss and then start adding the water back to the tank. I do this by scooping up small amounts of water and tipping it down the back of the tank or onto the rockwork. Once I've got the tank turned back on again, I take my vinegar spray and wipe it down with a clean cloth. This gets rid of any fingerprint or salt creep that will have made its way onto the tank while doing the water change. I did forget to mention that I do change out my carbon every other week, so that wasn't done this week. I then add my weekly dose of Vibrant, which is basically a bacteria blend which helps with algae, etc. Then I go ahead and add my dose of Arca Microlift substrate cleaner, which I'm using to keep on top of my sand bed before it gets to the state of no return. Thank you all for watching. I'll be posting another video next week.